Okay, we should be able to rattle fairly quickly through the rest of these now. So with this question, it doesn't actually tell you in the information how many pupils we're talking about. So the first thing that we have to do is add these together to find out what we've got to divide the 360 by. So that's going to be 34 plus 16 plus 10 plus 60 equals 120. So I'm going to put that there. That means I'm showing the examiner that I've actually performed that calculation. So the first thing I need to do here is do 360 divided by 120, which is 3 degrees. So each pupil is represented by 3 degrees. So I'm going to multiply each of those by 3. So 34 times 3, 102 degrees. 16 times 3, 48 degrees. 30 degrees, 180 degrees. Right, drawing your starting line. First one is 102 degrees. Line 0 up. 102 degrees is there. So that's walk. Car is going to be 48. Take your protractor around. 0, 48. That's car. Cycle is going to be 30. And what remains is bus. So there you go, that's that one. Okay, with this one, we're not dividing people. Pie chart doesn't represent people, it represents a total of £120. So it doesn't matter that it's not people, same method. 360 divided by 120, we worked out in the previous question, is 3 degrees. So we multiply each of these by 3. 56 times 3 is 168 degrees. 18 times 3, 54 degrees. 108 degrees and 30 degrees. Zero lined up. 168 is going to be there. That's prizes. Then 54, move the 0 around. 54 will be there. Tax. 108 for good causes. 108 is there. And what's left is profit. The last question that we're looking at is a two-parter. The first part is drawing, and the second part takes us into the next type of pie chart question, which we'll go through, which is interpreting a pie chart. But let's concentrate on this first of all. Just as before, we don't know how many cars there are in total, so we need to add them up. 10 plus 15 plus 2 plus 4 plus 5, 36. So we do 360 divided by 36, which is 10 degrees. So each car is 10 degrees. So we times that by 10 and we get 100 degrees, 150 degrees, 20 degrees, 40 degrees, 50 degrees. So white, line the 0 up, it's going to be 100 degrees. 100 degrees is there. Black is 150 degrees. 150 degrees is there. Green is 20 degrees. Yellow is 40. And that's going to be red. Okay, so that's the drawing. Let's take a look at what the second part of the question wants us to do. So the pie chart below shows the distribution of the colours of the cars in a car park in Swansea. Why is it not possible to say whether there were more white cars in the car park in Cardiff than there were in the car park in Swansea? Okay, so if you're just comparing pie chart with pie chart, it does look as if there are more white cars in Cardiff because the slice is larger. But what you don't know is how many cars this pie chart represents. So you cannot tell that, because that, even though it's a smaller slice, because there could be a lot more cars in Swansea, that could be more than the 10 cars in the car park in Cardiff. So you cannot, it is not possible to say, because you do not know how many cars in total there were in the Swansea car park. In order to compare pie charts, you need to know what each pie chart is representing in total. If you don't know the total, you cannot compare the slices. The only thing you can say is that there is a larger proportion of white cars, or a larger percentage of white cars in Cardiff, but you cannot say there are more.